7:49. Happy Monday morning. It is great to be here on KCMO. Let's roll.
It's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly on KCMO Talk Radio. Now on 95.7 FM.
All right, I got a bonus good for you. First off, happy birthday to my youngest daughter, Charlotte. She turns 1 today. Thank you very much there, John and Mark. We appreciate you guys. Charlotte turning 1 today. Third of 3 girls in the family, and I'll tell you what, the other 2, I would say at least for now in life, are much louder, have a lot more to say, but she's also very loud. I don't know where she gets it from, but she's not constantly loud. She is just loud when she feels like she needs to assert herself, and I think that will serve her well as the youngest of 3 girls. So she turns 1-year-old today. And it depends on the day and the moment. I can't tell if it's flown by or if it feels like it's been 10 years. But either way, we love her. And she's got a big old smile, the biggest smile the 3 of them had by this age. And she also is like the size of a 2-year-old, God bless her. I'll give you another good. No one's going to be upset with 2 goods. I just had to throw that one in there. The other good, Saturday Night Live was actually hilarious with Shane Gillis over the weekend. And of all the skits I saw from SNL, this one, the couple of beers skit, was just hysterical.
Have a great day, gang. You too, hon.
You wouldn't know it, but a few months ago, anxiety and depression were ruining my life. I was struggling at work. Hey, you need some, bud? I was struggling as a father.
Ah, come on, Andrew. You can't be bad at school and sports.
And struggling as a husband.
I'm so upset because my mom's doctor thinks that we should move her into an assisted living place.
That's awesome. I was at a real low point. That's when I talked to my doctor about a couple of beers. A couple of beers is a revolutionary medicine that treats anxiety and depression fast. And within minutes of taking it, I'm back to my old self.
Andrew! I love you, buddy. You're the best in the whole world.
And my confidence is through the roof. What are you guys laughing at? How stupid you are? Jay, you look freaking hot, man. You been doing like Pilates?
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry. I'm just having a tough time adjusting to my new medication. So, the way it works is simple. A couple of beers quickly turns a cloudy, rainy day into a sunny one. It's that easy. Now I'm the me I want to be. And I'm not the only one who's noticed the change.
Cheryl's making me feel so bad for skipping her birthday trip, but it's like...
Hey. She's just jealous because you're so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of beers is a clinically proven treatment for conditions like boredom, depression, winter, museum, hangovers, affair, and moderate to severe Italian wife. And if you miss a dose of a couple of beers, don't worry. You won't. Brother, you will never miss a dose. It's kind of thing, the only thing you really remember after a while is to take it. The most common side effect of a couple of beers is drowsiness. So you may want to ask your doctor about a little bump. The way a little bump works is simple. Once the drowsiness of a couple beers sets in, you simply take a little bump and let the medication do its thing.
Come on, back behind. Try to keep my kid on a swing, face.
So if you're ready to get your life back, talk to your doctor about a couple of beers. Maybe even a little bump.
Honey, can you come sit down? We need to talk.
No. A couple of beers. What's the big deal? Calm down, God. Mom and Dad. What are you guys doing here?
That's the kind of humor that has not been on SNL in a very long time. And I can't figure out why. They just lost their way. Like, that's funny. It's not political, nothing to do with politics. It's just funny. It's a little edgy, but it's just funny. Like, just get back to that. And, man, you guys are going to be so much better off. You will get a new generation of viewers. Whereas, let's be honest, for, like, millennials like myself, it's basically the show our parents watched. It had a moment probably 15, 20 years ago. You know, Jimmy Fallon coming up and a lot of famous people, of course, that launched their careers. But when's the last time you thought to yourself, like, I know we all say, oh, Heidi Gardner, she's a Kansas Citian. Yeah, she's in commercials and she's one of their bigger stars right now. But let's be honest, that show is not producing the kind of star power that it was, certainly in its heyday, but not even like 15, 20 years ago when I would have been someone who was watching it. So good on them. Now, the bad from the weekend. What happened in the Brookside and Waldo neighborhoods? More break-ins impacting Big Chief's Kush Dispensary and Waldo Cafe. Fiddly Flowers, also south of the Waldo neighborhood, also hit. It's Waldo Cafe that right now is talking about how, this is something they've dealt with before. They've ramped up their security in recent months and years, and it's impacted them in a major way, and now they get hit once again. So, unfortunately, these property crimes continue to be an issue in Kansas City, Missouri, in nicer neighborhoods as well. And it's going to be on Melissa Johnson and the police department to work together to make sure that this stuff is nipped in the bud as soon as possible, because if not, you're going to continue to see businesses fleeing Kansas City, Missouri. Now, the ugly, all the fallout from Trump-Zelensky over the weekend. This might have been the most insane take of them all. And it comes from the Raging Cajun, James Carville, talking about how he thinks Donald Trump has syphilis. And that's why he is losing his mind with Vladimir Zelensky. Roll the tape.
And it could be a combination of being a fat slob, which of course he is. It could be that he can't sleep at night because his beached whale body can't allow the circulation it needs. I don't know. I'm not a sleep specialist or a medical doctor. But I think we should revisit the possibility of a syphilis diagnosis. And I know a lot of people that watch this channel, or some of you, or we get any number of MDs and professionals that are getting the comments, and some of you just well-informed citizens. But I don't think we can discount the fact that we saw was mad. I'm not going to concede that I'm just asking questions. I'm just making an observation that everyone saw.
When he paused after making, I thought he was going to say crap.
That boy ain't right.
There you go. James Carville. What a genius. So now Donald Trump has the STD syphilis, according to him, and that's why he blew up on Zelensky in the White House on Friday. Boy, this guy's a real genius. I'll tell you what, that James Carville. I never thought about that, Jimmy. It's definitely, of all the things that Trump has done, him going off on ungrateful Zelensky is definitely driven by his potential syphilis diagnosis that you say we should be revisiting the possibility of. This guy is viewed as some genius because he helped Clinton win in 92. When if it wasn't for Ross Perot running that third ticket, HW probably wins, and Carville is selling double wides to parolees. But now he's still one of the great geniuses 30-some-odd years later in the Democratic Party. Makes sense of that. My gosh. What do you got for Carville, John? Anything good? Anything you want to share for Jimmy?
No, Gomer Carville.
Gomer Carville. Oh, and my gosh.
Those that think he's a genius, that tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, that's so true, man.